Hi everyone, sorry we're running a little bit late tonight. Hi, we are back. Happy 2025.
Hello.
Happy 2025 everyone.
Yay.
25. It is now Wednesday, a little after 7 p.m. and time for Nana to start her games. Welcome to NanaCritter, where a nerdy grandma, aka NanaCritter, plays video games. We are in season 4 and we're playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So
Yes.
Yay!
Drawing towards the close of the first game.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll get there tonight, but we're getting there.
Yes. And it's really been it's been so much fun. We've got so many awesome characters this round.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just as well as some same old favorites and all that good stuff. So
Heck yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, do you remember exceedingly where we last left off?
Let's see.
It's been a little bit.
Was it the trial with Jake Marshall and everything?
Oh, yes. Yes. Marshall
Yeah.
And then it broke my heart because we learned that Marshall's brother was killed by some serial killer and then that evidence was buried, and they did convict him, but with fabricated,
some falsified evidence.
With some falsified evidence. So, yeah.
Which then in turn reflects badly on Edgeworth, who didn't seem to know about that, but nonetheless used that evidence. So, Yeah.
But yeah. Well, hi, chat, you all. Say hi to us. Does everything sound? Everybody can see us, okay? And does everything sound good? Yeah,
it's our first time back in a while, so hopefully everything is good technically.
So I will go to gameplay, and then just let me know if everyone can see and hear everything okay. Hello. Oh, good.
Awesome. Good.
Well, I can hit that continue button. Woohoo!
Ooh.
I know. Here we go.
Yeah, I think we're on our last investigation, maybe.
Oh. Maybe so. All right. We are going to rise from the ashes because we're a phoenix.
Uh-huh. Such a good joke.
I know. February.
Also, chat, excuse us if our voices are rusty, because it's been a little bit.
I know.
We'll get back into it, I'm sure.
I know. February 23rd, 3:12 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said.
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Darke killings.
Sounds like everyone heard about these killings but me.
Lana wanted Darke convicted so badly. That's why she used me. Well, that's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean? What happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Joe Darke's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Darke tried to kill me.
Oh my gosh, this is Nana freaking out. Okay, first I gotta freak out as Nana. Oh! That's horrible! Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
Oh,
At least he didn't succeed.
I know. So I'm really, really sad that prosecutor Neil Marshall's brother was killed, but oh my gosh, the thought if this had been Emma.
I know.
Oh, it's terrible. All right, so now I'm Phoenix. Oh my goodness. What? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Darke trial.
I didn't see that one coming. Oh my goodness.
Now you can talk to her about it.
Oh, wow, Emma, this is heavy stuff. Ooh.
Right? It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work.
Wonder if he was trying to kill your sister. Goodness.
And then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Darke?
It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother?
Joe Darke tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then...
What happened?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
A permanent picture? What did you see in the instant that crime occurred?
Darke knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl? Oh my gosh. Oh.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Emma. You've been through so much.
I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago, you must have been 14? That's understandable.
Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. It's like that, again, it's like she didn't see the actual killing, so honestly, someone else could have killed Jake Marshall.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's good that she didn't see it, but also bad. I don't remember the moment when Darke stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence?
Well, the prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth?
Well, yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault.
Emma, that's not your fault.
It's all my fault.
It's not.
If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
You can't. No. Emma, come on. See, you were 14. You did the best you could. None of this is your fault. So it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
Oh, what is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right?
Well, that's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor?
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Darke had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Well, of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
Why did he run all the way over to your sister's office?
Well, because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective.
Okay, so, whoa, okay.
She was the best in the entire force.
Like, what? That's news to me.
After the Joe Darke case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
I find this even more odd. Okay, so she
You're
was...
like, all of this seems real suspicious and weird to me.
She was promoted, others were demoted.
Uh-huh.
Very interesting. Lana used to be a detective? I better have another
And not even like a
with her.
direct promotion, but a promotion to like a different type. Like she was a detective.
Yeah.
Promoted to a prosecuting attorney.
This is all so sus. It's like, what?
Seems like that's all we got to say to her, so maybe we should head over to the police department.
Alrighty. Okay, so that is going to be the detention center. No, police department.
Yeah. Okay. We'll probably stop into the detention center at some point, but...
February 24th, police department entrance.
Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall. I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina?
You know what I can't wrap my head around leading is like why you always have to have that. Why you always have to shave this way.
I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning.
Old Billy?
Billy?
Must be his pet cactus.
Say, where are you headed? Oh, is that someone else? Maybe that was your line.
Hey, where are you headed?
Do you want to say?
Yeah. Hey, where are you
Just
headed?
over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back.
Oh, Marshall, come on, man. I mean, we haven't
Well, they're not
exactly...
going to kill me. It's just...
Well, I know, but...
it's on account of the crimes. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one.
Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened?
Huh. Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
Do I have one to present? I don't think I do.
I don't think so. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so.
What do you mean, fishy?
Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip?
That was Joe Darke's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
What does that mean, even? I would think that's a big deal.
Hi, in chat.
It means there is a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon.
Whoa. Again, whoa.
You're like so many things. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. You see why I kind of got a whole thing about this case.
Yeah, no, that's fair, Marshall. I'm with you on this. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence, I wonder? Man, this is just...
That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing here.
Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Goodman?
If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They?
Who are you talking about?
And don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Sky. The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lana Sky, there wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo.
Am I going to find out that Damon Gant was also a detective? That is what I'm feeling like I'm going to find out. That they were all detectives and Lana and Damon got promoted and the others got demoted.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
And the other thing, okay, here's just a thought.
Uh-huh.
I don't think Lana's the killer. I hope not. But
I mean, I hope the person you're defending isn't the killer.
No, I know. That's what I mean. So I mean, I don't think she is because of that fact for sure. But I wonder if Damon Gant is, because did he actually kill Marshall? The brother? Because I don't know, something in the exchange or something with the Joe Darke, you know, with something with that exchange. Maybe
I don't know. I don't know that we have anything.
No,
to suggest
and I don't know
if
we can, but I'm just thinking, like, I guess that's what my point is, that Emma did not see Joe Darke actually stab Marshall, the older brother. So that leads me to think, did someone else actually kill him? And then if that is the case, someone else killed him, why? Like, did he find something out irrefutable that Joe Darke was innocent and
I don't know,
they had to get rid of him so that they could go ahead and prosecute Joe Darke? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this game will get that complicated, but I don't know.
That case was the biggest step in both of their careers.
After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right?
Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen.
Ah, so he was chief of police at the time. Okay.
She's never been the same since she left.
Wow.
Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective.
Now that he mentions it, Emma did say something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Not for lack of trying.
Okay, interesting. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
There's another. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together.
How old was he, your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The highest honor? You mean the king of
prosecutors?
Oh, I knew it.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal.
Whoa, what? Interesting.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die.
Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered and the evidence locker was empty.
So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner?
Marshall, you know, I do have more respect for you, dude. I really do. It was certainly enlightening.
There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today.
Gosh, Marshall, I sure am sorry.
Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Thanks for not mentioning the accent thing.
No, I like it. I mean, do you wish that I had mentioned it?
No, he was thankful that you didn't.
Oh, that I didn't. Yeah. So are we going to go into the police department? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, let's, I'm looking at the guide to help us keep things expedient.
Sure.
And it seems like we should go into criminal affairs department. And then we're going to go to a different place.
Okay.
Let's see.
February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Do you want me to click?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
Things seem kind of quiet around here today.
You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though.
Well, why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right. We can come back here later.
Now go to the chief's office. Oh, looks like we can't. Wonder why it thought that we could.
Do we need to go to the detention
Oh,
center?
I forgot to have us go to the detention center. So we should go to the detention center.
Okay.
That's what it is.
February 24th, Detention Center, Visitor
Get
Suite.
right over it.
Sorry.
Lana?
Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago, and how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright.
A right to right. Your name is Wright.
I guess I'm going to wait to talk about the trial, okay.
Whatever you want.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of the police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed.
Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're Chief prosecutor? What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was
to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right?
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution.
It makes sense that she was always trying to be a prosecutor, though, because, like, if you didn't go to school, like law school, how could you be transferred into a prosecutor position?
Yeah,
it's like she did the schooling for it. She just didn't go for that immediately. It's that makes some sense.
Got it. After that,
because she did mention before being in school with Mia and stuff too. So.
Oh, that's right.
It was a while back that we heard that, but she did mention that.
Okay. All right, can I talk now?
No, you're not allowed.
It's okay. I just don't want to start talking again.
No, you're good.
After that, he became... Sorry, I'm going to laugh, because I thought you were just going to tease me and go ahead and interrupt again, but okay.
Nah.
Okay. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is...
And that was very dramatic of you to say.
At 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana, what the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before. Two years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Darke. Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office? Like, okay. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Darke was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma, I wonder, is what she's talking about?
And Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Darke.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. What? Okay, now you tell us? What is even going on?
You're reeling every time.
I know. It's like, yeah. And I feel like, that Phoenix is like, what? No.
You're like, I got another puzzle piece, but now I think the puzzle's bigger than I realized.
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Darke that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Darke must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
That's where he found me.
So, you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana? It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Darke. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Darke. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Darke had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her. After all her sister must have gone through. Plus, if I were her, I would be checking to make sure Emma was okay. I mean, how would you know initially? Yeah. That would be terrifying.
Right.
I'm also, like, Phoenix thinking about this. Because, Phoenix does have something in there, but it's like, how would you know that your sister... And I wonder if she even had blood on her.
I mean, she probably rushed to her and then tried to tell if she was breathing and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. After that, I placed Darke under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident. That's right. Quite a coincidence. I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. I'm not buying it.
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall, yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
Besides the cowboy thing, he always did that. He's kind of a weirdo.
Okay.
He didn't say that, but, thinking it.
I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Darke.
Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Darke at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself, the chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the SL9 incident, murder.
Now we can head over there.
All right.
Now that we have reason to.
All right. So we go back
criminal
to
affairs.
The criminal affairs? Okay.
Yeah.
February 24th. Police station.
Oh yeah, they didn't have us go outside
Criminal
anymore. I guess
Affairs
we're done.
Department. Oh, being
Yeah, they just had his ghost directly inside instead of stopping outside. I guess we're done outside.
Okay.
Like where we met Marshall and talked to him.
Oh, okay. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
That's the chief.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember.
Your character who's had at least 2 different voices. So.
I know, and this may be a third voice.
And my...
I know, I'm trying to think. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. I don't know what voice I used before. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us.
He has this weird cold that makes him have different voices every time you talk to him. It's rare.
Yeah. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office.
Wait, didn't he just tell us we couldn't go in there now?
He said we could the first time, and that's what I'm remembering.
And then why did you keep asking him?
I don't remember
Emma?
anything else.
Emma, why did you ask him and even question it?
That's all the past, baby. Let's go.
You did this to us. All right.
Chief's office. Click it.
Oh. I did once, so I was just wondering. All right, that picture. What is this? A huge organ? What is this? Notre Dame? Like what the heck? Oh my gosh!
It's wild.
Does he play it? Oh my gosh! Like this is like if we needed proof that Damon Gant is a villain. I would say a huge organ in his office.
It does feel a little on the nose, doesn't it?
It does. It definitely feels like, yeah, this is great. I mean, what a great way to announce I'm a villain. Whoa! He needs an evil laugh now. He has down that kind of charming, too nice, I'm a villain vibe.
Yeah.
February 20th.
We don't know he's the villain yet.
He's the villain.
All right.
My call is he's the villain, but, we'll see.
Well, regardless, we got to figure out why, so.
Yeah. February 24th.
Maybe he's a lover of music. Thank you, chat. Also, this was a shared office. Maybe Lana plays it.
I don't know.
And he just decided to keep it once she left.
Now, here's my theory, is where she was, where her desk and all that was, now it's just filled up with this gargantuan organ. So he's also mourning her not being there.
I can tell you that's wrong, but because we're gonna see the full office setup.
Oh, okay.
But
okay. All right, never mind. February 24th, Police Department, Chief's Office. I love how it's kind of like mimicking. Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Whoa, where am I? What even?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten.
Oh my gosh, Emma, you would. That's great. That's perfect.
I don't know what that means. Why did you say you would?
Well,
they used to call me Little Miss Bach.
You're just so perfectly nerdy that, it's kind of like that.
I take offense at that.
But it's identify in a good way. It's in a good way. It's in a good way.
I identify as a geek, not a nerd.
All right, Miss Bach. All right.
Thank you. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was.
Oh, it's you two.
Oh my gosh, he's got a knight's armor. Oh my gosh, and stained glass windows above. This is... Like, first of all, where's the budget for this? Like, do you see the intricate thing on there?
Davy Jones plays an organ because he's a villain.
Wait.
I see no other reasons. Also, so that he can get his emotions out because he has so many emotions.
Wait, who's...
Oh, chat brought up Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. Remember he plays an organ with his face?
Got it. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk.
So righto! Have you been swimming lately?
No. No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately, you know.
I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement.
Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence?
Oh, 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies.
Okay, see, this is how he's going to be a villain and turn on us. Because, you know, he's got that smile and he's twirling that hair, and then that smile is going to go into a...
Chat's agreeing with you in a weird way by saying that we haven't seen this guy, Davy Jones, in the same room yet, so who knows? Maybe he's secretly a pirate who, like, isn't supposed to be able to be on land without water, like, without the seawater. Because remember the scene where he has to stand in a bucket? Do we all remember the scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where Davy Jones had to stand in a bucket?
I don't remember. That's hilarious.
Yeah, within the last year or so, I rewatched, Valor and I, we rewatched it, and yeah, he stands in a bucket at one point. Because he has to.
That's
because they're on a little sandbar or whatever, and he can't be on that. So he's got to be in a bucket.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Does he walk around with the bucket?
I don't think that we see him get from the sea to the bucket. He's just in the bucket once the scene starts, is my recollection.
Like 1 foot or something in the bucket, I want to say?
No, I think he's fully in the bucket.
Oh, he's fully in the bucket.
I could be incorrect, but I feel like he's fully in the bucket. We should continue.
Okay.
We've gotten derailed by the bucket. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. Oh, chat's right. You can see like 4 buckets in the background leading from the water to the meeting point. Yes, that's it. He has multiple buckets. Anyways.
That's funny. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
We took it to commemorate our work together.
Something's not right with this picture.
You're like, let me try to figure it out.
Well,
you'll get more opportunities.
Okay, yeah, let's see.
You're like, I'm gonna figure it out right now.
Right this minute, no, okay. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. What is it? What is it that's bothering me about this picture?
Who can say?
Gant team picture. Photo at the award ceremony of Gant, Lena, and Neil.
See, that's something you could maybe think that Marshall leans into the cowboy shtick because his brother did it, except we keep seeing that one photo of them like gathered around the table from when they were detectives, and Marshall is still in full cowboy getup.
That's true.
So maybe they both... My guess, because it looks, at least from that picture, like his brother's cowboy thing visually is more understated. And I think the older brother did it a little bit because his little brother did, as a like solidarity thing. Maybe like people were poking fun at Marshall and he's like, look, I'll do it too.
Aww.
I don't know though. Could also be when they grew up, his older brother really liked it and his little brother went all in. I don't know. There's a lot of stories that could be written here, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
We can lock up. It's no bother.
No, it's fine. Let's go out together.
Does it have to be together? No.
Oh. But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
All the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
I wonder how evil he's gonna become here in just a minute.
Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Nothing evil. He's just a man with authority and he doesn't want you snooping around in his office. It's not unreasonable.
Looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
I mean, he could just not want someone snooping through his office, but...
You mean like a clue?
There's a lot of other things he's done that's sus. I just think not giving someone who's basically a stranger carte blanche to peruse your office space isn't an unreasonable thing.
No, that's fair. I thought we were going to be like in deep, you know what, when he came in there and found us. Because...
Hey, there's still plenty of time for that if we do try to get in there without his desire for us to do that.
And I seem to have a way to be like almost murdered, so you know.
Heck yeah.
There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office.
Let's see. We should move back to the criminal affairs department.
Oh, okay.
Let's go in. Maybe they're out of that meeting.
February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Hey, pal!
Detective Gumshoe. Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
Hey, you want to take a walk with us back, not back.
I just said my feet hurt!
Oh.
And you're like, hey, do you want to walk? No, I don't. My feet hurt.
Okay. How about we put you in a rolly chair and just roll you along with us?
Now that's a good idea, pal.
Okay.
Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
Whoa, Gumshoe.
See, I didn't really get to sit.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
I think I saw him in Mr. Damon Gant's office. We could go there and help you find him, you know?
What? Wait.
Yeah.
So you were in... Wait, there's a lot to explain there, pal.
Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
No, wait a second. Anyways, he's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court. Except less homoerotic, you know? That's a big word I was taught recently.
I wasn't expecting that. Especially not from Gumshoe. Oh my gosh.
He doesn't fully know what it means. He just heard someone use that to describe it, and he's like, okay, well, I have a new big word I can throw out.
That sounds serious.
Or chat says maybe jealous. Who could say?
Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to, yeah. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Now that sounds like, I don't know.
It's like a bunch of vampires.
I know.
Yikes.
Yeah, I second that, Emma. Yikes. Okay,
let's talk to him.
It is 7:59.
Oh, do you want to do a little break?
Do we want to take just a real quick break? I know we got started a little bit late, but we could take a quick break because this is a perfect place.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's do it.
Alrighty. All right. All right, everyone.
It's possible
we'll take
get through the
short
investigation phase this time. I think we can do it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. All right, you all. We'll see you in just a little bit. Bye.
Right. Bye.
Hello. How are we? Are we all back?
No.
We're not. We're not back.
I'm not here.
Should I go away? No.
I'm away.
Okay. All right, everyone. We will get back into
Okay, I'm back now. Okay, we can start now because I'm back at this point.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right, now we can talk
Do you ever lick your lips and then you put them together and after a few seconds it's like they're fused together? You can't open your mouth very well.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I thought I was just the one freak in the world.
Also, if I put on like I did like lip gloss or lipstick, then I want to keep doing that. But
nice. Well, anyways.
All right, so I guess we should discuss Edgeworth's crisis.
Let's do it.
But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she? I'm sorry, Emma.
Yeah, you're just gonna say that right in front of me and everything.
I'm sorry, Emma.
Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. You know? Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this...
Are there really so many people who hate him?
In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. You can be this random police officer.
Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work!
Yes, sir!
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat!
Yes, sir!
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir!
It seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack.
Well...
Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Darke left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean...
When he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl, I don't know.
Me.
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never failed to impress.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
Do you remember what the murder weapon is?
Go
back.
Broken switchblade.
Yeah, go back.
And
then present.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
About this.
Hey, is that...
It has a tag attached to it with the label S9 incident on it. I believe this would be the the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again.
Wait, what am I doing?
Go back. Go back.
Go back? Oh.
And now talk.
Okay.
Now you got options.
All right.
You got options here.
This knife, it was Joe Darke's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, plus it had his fingerprints on it too, so...
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
Well, that's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look. I think it's...
When you take a real, close, kind of detailed look.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Thank you, Emma. Yeah.
Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body.
Whoa.
Gruesome, but good for us on the evidence front.
Whoa.
It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did it match Darke's knife?
You bet, down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive. Neil's autopsy report. Stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung. A knife tip was in the wound.
Neil's autopsy report added to the court record.
Switchblade knife. The broken tip was found in the victim's body. Belonged to murderer Joe Darke.
Switchblade knife.
Just updated.
Updated in the court record.
Joe Darke was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
A businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
One day, on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
Okay.
An animal?
He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady who saw the crime. A kid walked by just then, so he killed him too, and there was a jogger, and he was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in. It's a lot of murders. It's wild.
Seems he was a pretty careless animal.
I mean, are animals not like usual? Anyways, of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So he turned himself in?
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily, Darke was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. Whew. Lucky break, you know.
That last witness? AKA Emma?
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant.
It's not money. But it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Okay, well then we'll just be going. We might, if you see us come back in, something, we may have to go to, a few other places with our, with our badge, but yeah, don't be alarmed.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh man, Gumshoe, I don't want to make you be canned. Oh.
I don't want you to make me be canned either. Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you, okay? If I get fired, it'll be because of my own incompetence. You feel me?
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office.
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's go to the High Prosecutor's office.
So do we need to go back to the... maybe the police
department entrance,
now.
maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, let's try that. Alright, now, let's see. Underground parking lot. We have to go there to get to the prosecutor's office.
February 24th, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr.
That's your cameo on the stream, is your cough. I love you.
Oh.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow.
All right, now move, and we should be able to... Yeah, High Prosecutor. All right, baby.
February 24th, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is. It looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh?
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Well, I don't either. All right.
There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact.
But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified?
The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Well, there's excuses and then there's actual blame. So
It was my responsibility. It is my fault.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this?
Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? I mean, the day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony, as much as they might want to. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
You finished up at the office?
Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Aren't you finding all of this quite convenient? You're given this award, so you're away from your office.
Right, I don't know what you're on about. Just ask your Don't ask me these hypotheticals. Ask specific questions.
Take something back?
There you go. Thank you, Emma.
This.
Oh, yeah. Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yeah, Gant. Okay, why am I not surprised here? Telling you it's Gant.
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
Okay, why? That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to?
That's right.
Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
First, last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
This looks like the same paper Gant had.
I don't know if that's on purpose or not.
Yeah.
It might be, but I don't know.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture, something seems strange about it.
Do you remember the picture? Do you want to show it to him?
Oh, okay. I did not know. Oh, I guess
it's new, so it's probably over towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. We just took it down, you know. I somehow got it for evidence here.
I assume that it's a picture.
Yeah.
You took the picture or something?
Yeah.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself.
Do I see anything yet? Again, it's interesting. Is this the scarf that was found? That Lana was supposedly wearing? Or she's got
I don't know.
here?
She has a scarf on in the picture.
There's a scarf here.
I don't know.
I don't know. What am I doing?
Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
All right. I know something that's very weird is right here. Is that looks like the same break.
You can open the court record.
Oh, okay.
Over at the bottom. If you want to look at it. Right there in your inventory. Nope. It was right there.
Oh, wait. Oh, this?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't have that knife. Why is the switchblade knife there? That's the switchblade knife.
We'll go back. Just exit out of this.
Okay.
It's not a switchblade knife. It looks like it's clearly supposed to be part of it. It's like a sword and shield thing, but they're both broken.
So
seems like the broken aspect is on purpose, like it's symbology or something.
But I wonder if that was the murder weapon.
Curious.
That's my bet. This is the real murder weapon, and I wonder where it is.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes.
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. I remember now.
Remember what?
That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago.
Very convenient. 2 years.
There's a story behind its design.
A story?
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. And now go back and see if he has more to say. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. But why did you tell it, though? For Emma's sake, you know, because she might not know.
Very well. For Emma. He says as he stares at you. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items.
I love how they repeat music that they use in other parts. This is our samurai music.
This game was originally, like, on the GBA. They've only got so much memory to put the songs in, you know?
Yeah.
The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon.
Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other.
Right, we're not in court. Very perceptive, but then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born. And yeah, the chat's like, the evidence, the where it is probably in the room that you're banned from. And it's like, yeah, that would make sense.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow. Well, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today, unlike Mr. Wright, who already knew it.
All right, you guys. All right. I shouldn't have said that. I didn't know the story, okay? I admit it.
Oh, what?
That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gant. I don't care enough about these sorts of things. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. I don't know.
Very interesting. Chief Gant.
King of Prosecutors Trophy. 2 years ago, the halberd was removed at Gant's behest, giving it its current form.
King of Prosecutors Trophy updated in the court record. Very interesting. Hey, can we borrow? Can we we need to go to the soda machine. Can we borrow?
You should examine this room again.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's see.
What's that on the floor?
A crumpled up paper.
Let's check it out.
I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there.
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Oh my god.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Picture of him and Wright kissing. What that he drew? Is that what we're suggesting? Oh my gosh.
Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground!
Hold on. First, let me see what that girl is doing crawling around my feet.
Emma, you're so subtle. I mean,
he's like, I'll check and see if Gumshoe died in a second. First, I'm gonna deal with this.
I'm like, look, someone's falling out of a window, dying. Right? Oh my
yes,
god.
He drew it.
He didn't even look.
What? Letter of...
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says, letter of resignation.
Edgeworth, come on. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right?
You're too young for this, Edgeworth. You're too young to be tired.
I feel as if something inside me has died.
There's a song about that.
Right, that now it's time for your songs.
Yes.
But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me.
But your cool office and your jacket.
You're 30 or younger? Question mark.
He said his 20s.
And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either, right?
You're very dramatic. You and Lana, between her, her soul being sucked out or something, I don't know. And oh my goodness.
And you're very obnoxious, right? Has anyone ever told you?
I think he's serious. This isn't good.
Mr. Wright, please You have to do something.
All right, Edgeworth.
I want to kiss you right, but I don't deserve you. There you go, chat. That's for you, chat.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
Letter of resignation. Edgeworth's discarded letter of resignation. He's serious.
I love how we just get the, oh my goodness. Letter of resignation. Oh, that's so fun. Letter of resignation put into pocket.
Do most 20-something-year-olds feel like their soul is dying, or is that like the 20-year-olds who like have some mental things going on? Love and peace to you, but I don't know if that's a universal.
Oh, I started.
But that does mean that you and Edgeworth should talk to each other about it.
My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth.
Wow.
No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it.
If you say so, chat.
To be or not to be, Wendy. Wendy?
Oh, God.
I've heard that name somewhere before.
You don't have to look at this stuff anymore. I think we've already done this.
Oh.
It's old bag. You don't have to investigate anymore. It was just a piece of paper.
Right. Okay.
We can go back to the underground parking lot.
Okay. Have we seen this? I guess we have, huh?
Yes, I think we've already examined everything in the room. I think the only new thing was the piece of paper.
Oh, that's so funny. Can I just click on this, or just have to keep clicking?
No, you have to get through the whole dialogue that you started.
Wait! Emma said, is this the same message that was there yesterday? Maybe she's just saying
that's not new enough to justify going through all of it. Let's go.
All right, so now we are going back.
It might have reset the check marks because it's a new day, but that doesn't mean that there's much more interesting happening there.
Okay. February 24th, Prosecutor's Office Underground Parking Lot.
I believe this is Miss Starr again.
Excuse me.
Yep, I was right.
Would either of you care for a 1/4 pound of roast beef? Miss Starr, I guess she's out of lunches? You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk.
How did that feel? Coming out of your mouth.
Not good. I'm pushing past it.
But you're like, I'm committing to it.
Yes,
you know?
I'm committed to the bit. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
I feel like they didn't necessarily put their mouth, like they could have squeezed something out into something, and they were like, I wonder what this tastes like.
Yeah.
Still potentially kind of gross, but less gross. Come on, girl.
Yeah.
Wild.
Everyone in this trial
You're right, chat. We should continue talking about it. Maybe we should stop doing this and just talk about that.
No. We're pushing past.
Oh, okay.
Pushing past.
Well, sorry, chat. I tried.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Starr's hatred towards Lana, it all dates back to 2 years ago.
Let's talk to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Joe Darke. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trialed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy.
Oh, she's weird.
I know. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye.
My sister?
The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo.
Lana and Chief Gant.
Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Gant led the investigation, with Lana second in command. They were the best.
They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence, you mean? Oh, yes. There were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence? And back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her.
Thanks, chat.
Really?
Oh, yes. Myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake.
Mr. Marshall.
When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating.
Miss Starr.
That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Okay.
Chat liked your choice.
Oh, thank you. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong. Joe Darke got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret.
But you don't have proof anything illegal was done.
I'm proof enough! I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor.
Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor.
Nothing's quite as simple as it appears.
Huh?
Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used.
That's Phoenix.
Oh.
That was Phoenix.
I'll just repeat. That was dramatic, Miss Skye. She was being used? Lana's transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence.
Chief?
That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief of prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along.
But how could he control Lana?
I don't know. But one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. I don't change. I don't understand why she changes. I mean, never mind. You know, I stay the same. I stay cool and collected.
Uh-huh.
Why can't everyone?
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Uh-huh. Sure.
At last, sure, lady, sure. I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create a fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been.
All right.
Okay.
Time to go.
All right.
Back to the office.
Along. All right.
Because we got something that might just convince a pal of ours.
Whoa, her being so Jekyll and Hyde kind of gave me whiplash.
Right.
No. All right. All right. So we're moving to
The police department entrance.
Okay.
And inside, criminal affairs.
February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Oh, you're back.
You're still here?
I do work here, and I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files.
Why do you make 150 copies of that?
I'm turning into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that DJ. I don't think anyone says DJ when they mean that.
I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no.
Huh?
I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene of the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's got to be something we can do to make the detective change his mind.
Oh, there is. Let's present it. You know what it is, right? Not that.
It is the resignation.
Yeah, I mean, think about how he's gonna react to that. What's this crumpled up piece of paper? Are you giving me trash, pal? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious!
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they pushed him this far!
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Ugh.
Detective.
Gumshoe.
That's it. I've made up my mind.
But...
Here, take my ID card.
We can't do that if someone found out.
they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
All right, Detective. Thank you. I mean, really, thank you.
Gumshoe's ID, a police department ID card, allows access to areas of the PD open to detectives.
Gumshoe's ID tucked swiftly into pocket. No, I did the swiftly. I love that.
Uh-huh.
How they added
It's
that
good.
adjective.
All right, I think it's time to move to where we want to go. Chief's
Okay.
office.
All right.
Let's do it.
Woo! All right. Are we gonna get like gassed or almost killed again?
Oh gosh, I hope not.
I know. It's like February 24th, Police Department Chief's Office.
Here goes, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. All right. Got to look around here.
We're in. If anyone finds us now...
Detective Gumshoe's a goner. Maybe I could say I found it on the floor. I don't know.
If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out.
Oh, whoa, okay. Whoa, I didn't realize you were with us. Okay, well.
Ah!
Guys, hold it down.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Ah! Detective Gumshoe! Man, I had a delayed
Thanks,
reaction
chat.
on that. Man, like, what was I doing? Was I looking the other... I don't know what I was doing. What are you doing sneaking up on us like that anyway, though?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong.
Well, yeah, I've almost been, killed. And you did come in and save me on a couple of occasions, Gumshoe, so I'm not saying I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, with the like mobster
The
guys.
mobsters.
That was
yeah,
wild.
Yeah.
So I came too.
If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card, though? So here, can you take it back?
Read it.
Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. How did I do that? That's terrible.
Hey, don't do that to my card.
What is up with that?
I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, We're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out.
I've got a bad feeling about this. All right.
You should talk to him about whatever he has available to talk to.
Oh. That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's?
Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time, so...
I see. Seems kind of bizarre.
So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning, but
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
I mean, I did kind of want to get a gander at the pipe organs. No, that's my only reason. Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be... No. No, there's no way. Never mind, don't worry about it.
Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more.
Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy!
Huh? What is it?
When someone tells you, don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal! You don't just let it go with that!
Sorry! This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you?
You two don't think... Chief Gant... might be a suspect, do you?
Actually, yes, I do. I totally think that.
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Let me tell you what I think of him. But perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet.
There you go, ignoring me again.
All right, so
Let's
we
see.
should have a look around the desk. Examine the desk.
Are there any secret
check it out.
panels?
No, you clicked on a part that wasn't highlighted.
Sorry.
You had to do the top part of the desk. That was the highlight.
Ah.
Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk.
Speaking of that, when we were here earlier...
Oh, it's you two!
Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of evidence.
A list of evidence?
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though.
Hey, look at the case name.
Huh? SL9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here.
Hold on, Detective. What did you just say?
I said, I wonder why...
No. evidence list? Normally they're twice as long.
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-size list of evidence.
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
What would the other half of the list be doing here?
I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case.
It would appear so.
Evidence list. List of evidence in the SL9 incident was ripped in half, so this part is all I've got.
This is getting so funny. Evidence list added to the court record.
You should look at your evidence right now and look and examine that piece of evidence.
Okay.
Yeah, let's examine it. Scoot it around. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's all that? Oh, what's all that? Stop scooting it and click it.
Yeah. I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here.
What is it? Did you find something? What's all this then?
I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. I bet that's the sketch that Emma drew. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing.
Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright?
I better not forget about this picture.
This isn't Miles and Phoenix kissing. This isn't my beautiful drawing.
Okay, you can do some more investigating on your own. I won't guide you as much.
Well, I hope I can find that knife. Is it going to be anywhere? This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons.
Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations.
First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this?
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes.
You don't have any taxes to pay right now, Emma.
Shh! Be careful what you say! Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there.
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out! You guys don't know how scary that guy can be. I'll say that you should probably examine the safe last, because we'll do stuff with it.
Okay. Oh.
So yeah, look around the rest of the room, and this is also one of those where you can like slide over to the other side.
Yeah.
The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally, we hear him playing it from the criminal affairs department.
It's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building? Holy cow.
When a detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office and makes them listen to the organ for hours.
I told you he was a villain. No. That's wild.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except for the ringing in their ears.
So it's an instrument
Hypothetically.
of punishment, literally.
But aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway.
That's besides the point. Very interesting. Wait, I thought I already looked at that. Why is it
I
still
thought you
being
did
yellow?
too. It might be like a thing about...
Dang it.
Wow, look at the size of the desk. We found this inside the drawer.
Yeah, it's...
Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of that list.
Okay, sorry.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, sorry, we'll move, we'll slide.
Slide.
Okay. This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy.
Someone should go to HR about that. That doesn't feel like that should be allowed.
Yeah,
Torturing someone with an organ.
Yeah.
Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner.
There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here?
No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff legends are made of.
Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime? These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office, which makes sense. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf.
Hey! This is when Lana and I went to that theme park.
You haven't looked at that big picture on the wall.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we already talked about...
Sure, but...
This was taken on that day 2 years ago.
The day Joe Darke ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Lana.
After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here. Then went along with Chief Gant to question Darke. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
Gee, you think?
Have you tried the windows? Look at that giant window! Makes you want to crash through it and jump outside.
This is the 15th floor.
I know, I was just saying.
Saying what? You want to commit suicide? Like what?
Ever since making Detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that.
It's cool in the movies, but in real life it's deadly, Gumshoe.
Note to self, Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams.
So long as he doesn't go crashing through that window when he gets fired.
Don't say that! It's a very dark joke, Mr. Wright.
Well, I know, but... Alright. I really wanted to find the knife. Oh, maybe it's in the safe. Aha. Alright, so slide. I guess that's it. I don't think there's anything else.
See, it seems like you've covered most things, yeah.
Alright, unless there's something on this bench. Nope. Nope.
Is the pots there? Did you look at those? Is that anything?
Okay, let me see.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, let me just make sure this one isn't. No, I guess not. And I guess nothing in here or here.
Doesn't seem like.
Okay, and nothing on the chair.
Is that window a different thing?
No, no.
You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you were to drop that suit of armor from here...
At first, the chief wanted to use stained glass for this window.
Really? Why didn't he?
They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view.
Oh.
Stained glass or not, it's a huge window. Okay, I guess
That
that's...
seems like about it. You want to look at that safe?
Oh, wait.
This mark looks like some kind of flower.
Word is, it's designed after the insignia on the prosecutor's badge.
Prosecutor's badge?
Yeah, like the one hanging from your collar.
Okay. What? They have badges too?
The design's supposed to portray the severity of the punishment system.
Now that you mention it, it does look all pointy and kind of painful.
Mr. Edgeworth never wears a badge.
That's because he's a sharp dresser. A badge like that wouldn't go too well with this outfit.
So sharp dressers don't need to wear badges?
I guess everyone just kind of lets it slide.
I don't see how that's supposed to signify severe punishment.
Well, there you go.
This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue. Intrigue? Whatever.
Okay, if you say so.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it.
Okay, we're gonna crack a safe. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is.
Do you want to look at your court record if you don't actually know off the top of your head what that 7-digit number is?
Yeah, I'm not gonna... Can I go to court record or do I have to...
Yeah, go look at your court record.
Alright, so that is the... Isn't it 7-7?
Look
Isn't
for
it
stuff
all
that
sevens? Is it 7 sevens?
Which one?
Is that the one I'm looking for?
You want to check it?
IDs?
Yeah, check it.
Yeah, the 7.
Is that what you're wanting to try?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
You have a hunch on... Yeah, go for it. 7 digits.
Okay, should I save here real quick first?
Sure, why
I need
not?
to save? Okay, do I go back?
Yeah, push back.
Options.
Options. And save.
Save. Alright. Alrighty. Input number.
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Wait, someone burped in the mic? Did I do that?
What?
I'm sorry if so. Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date? It's...
No. It's okay. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing.
I'm sorry, chat. I've disgraced me myself. So sorry. Well, there you go.
I was right. Bingo.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that, pal?
7777777. The final ID card number on that record.
What?
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You mean 7777777? That ID number?
I think you're 1 7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number.
Say, anyone care to look inside?
Absolutely.
Examine it.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look, it's a
shard from a broken cup.
It somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? It's in our thing we just did.
There's something else in here, too.
Better be the sword. Nope. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. The handprint. This is a handprint.
This is a handprint, isn't it?
Sorry.
Hey! I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once! You think the chief made up the design?
No. Don't strain yourself.
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that was in the safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now.
A piece of cloth with a handprint on it. and a broken shard from a cup.
This is all, though, evidence.
I don't know what this gives us.
This is evidence from the DL9 incident.
SL9.
SL9 incident.
DL7, SL9.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case.
Oh, I'll prove it.
I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Well,
Come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective.
there he is.
Just keep clicking. What's she doing?
Oh, just keep clicking.
Yeah.
Now, I can go to the court record. Yep, where'd it go? Where's my pottery piece? It goes right there.
Well, you gotta present.
Oh.
Did you present or did you just go to the court record?
Oh, it doesn't let me present
We'll go
yet.
back.
Oh,
Go
sorry.
back.
Sorry.
Now you can.
Got it. Sorry.
Got it.
Okay. My suspicion is that it's also this, maybe, and this. But anyway, I'm going to present this. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put that back together. Those were the days.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know that fragment we just found?
You mean this one that was in the safe?
Yes, that one that was in the safe.
Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Assemble those fragments!
Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Just one piece of the puzzle. Look, this isn't going to be rocket science.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
If I can piece this together again, I'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes.
Can you figure it out?
Wait, is that this?
You gotta rotate it.
Yeah.
Press E to try to combine it.
Wait, was it in the right place to start?
Maybe. Try pressing E.
E.
Does that do it?
Yep.
There you go. You did it. Yay!
There, it fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
But
Hey guys, get a load of this.
What is it?
This piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
there's a reddish line on it.
A reddish line. That's blood.
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
Because it's probably his blood.
Unstable jar. Evidence from the SL9 incident. Final fragment found in Chief Gant's safe. Blood traces.
Unstable jar updated in the court record.
Now show him the fingerprinting set.
Oh. What's that? This right here?
I think so.
Oh, wait. I don't
Yeah.
think I hit present.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did. Sorry.
No worries.
Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So, you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, Detective.
All right, go to town. Sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Oh, do I get to do the fun thing?
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints.
Woo! I love this if I get to.
Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
I love this part. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Phoenix,
Don't be a baby
get
about
over
it.
All right,
Right?
let's get this over with. God, Phoenix. Oh, wait, I just hit enter.
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, you should probably do it on one of the fingers.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So now you can start dusting.
Is it just on the finger that I'm doing?
I think so. Press E when you're ready to blow.
Oh, I tell you. I love doing this. All right.
E.
Woohoo. I gave it my best shot.
That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it?
For the sake of time, you should do the middle finger.
But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print. Okay.
Okay, let's try a different finger then.
All right.
So yeah, do the middle
this
one.
Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me. Giving our voices a workout. But we're almost done.
Woohoo. Oh, do I need to do
It's more at the
dusting?
bottom down there, looks like, yeah.
A task to my liking.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
All right.
And now we compare it to fingerprints.
Woohoo.
Let's look.
Just hit E compare.
Well, look. Do those look the same?
Oh, sorry.
No,
I'm on
they
Damon
don't.
Gant, no.
So let's look for more people.
Okay. I don't think that's Lana.
We're looking for an exact match,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Wait, I already checked Gant out, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Lana.
You should just go one by one so that you're not skipping around.
I was wondering about this as Emma's. It's Emma's.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Chet.
Yeah, I was thinking about.
Now compare.
I wonder if, just real quick, if somehow Emma did something or stabbed someone or did something, and Lana is covering for her, and or that Gant is blackmailing that she'll turn Emma in.
I don't know.
That would be my guess. No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh? Uh-oh. It seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
Oh, well, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Darke's prints.
Psst! Hey, you! Over here! What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Piece of cloth found in Chief Gant's safe. Evidence for something, but what? Bears Emma Sky's prints.
Piece of cloth folded and added to the court.
Gumshoe's voice always startles me IRL when I'm not anticipating it.
Well, was I any help?
I mean, I am basically yelling every time I do this voice, so.
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get hard evidence.
No, that's not very kind, is it?
Now I have to kill you and stuff you in my organ.
In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat?
Eek! Chief Gant!
We didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective.
Do you mean me, sir?
Very brave.
Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat.
Me, sir?
Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore.
But, sir... Now get out. Yes, sir.
We'll be on our way too then.
Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
No.
But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
I'm not leaving Emma in your clutches with your evil organ.
Mr. Wright!
Why am I leaving?
And
I would not
he left
leave.
her in his evil clutches.
I would
Look,
not
pal,
leave.
if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
Well, we kind of all did, to be fair. I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it.
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I finally started to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time?
Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
Get Emma out of there. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. I never would have left Emma. I am saying for the record, I would not have left Emma.
I think there's some manner of insinuation that you were forced out, so, you know.
So she'll be busy for the rest of the day.
Almost done with this part.
She's going to be in the detention center. February 24th, detention center, visitors room. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Nada.
Zilch.
Yeah. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. Okay, that kind of came out of nowhere. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe.
Yeah, he would.
Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story.
Let's talk. No, just talk.
Okay. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you... Oh, sorry.
I was wondering.
All right.
I was like, that kind of sounds like her.
If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name?
Pretty straightforward.
Wilma Skye? Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor, which is why I am turning my back completely on you. You cannot see my face. You have no idea if you were right or wrong. I will give no clues. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans.
Seems like no.
My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, let's just assume, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Which is it, though? That Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. It was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also the other, Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case.
You know, one of the things that was in the safe, maybe.
Okay. Oh God, what did I just do?
That's not... You just sometimes forget how to do the game.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna have to go through it.
That
you can just click through.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Let's just get through it. Let's finish this up.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So try again. You're gonna have to go through the dialogue again. No, don't push one of those. Click there,
the Damon,
and then it will pop up, and you'll have to choose the right thing this time. Keep going through. You already did this.
Do I click one more time?
Keep going. It'll pop up. You'll know.
Okay, sorry.
Now, don't just present the first thing.
I know. I did not mean to do that. Want that. All right. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate. In the murder of Detective Goodman? Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I think this is
I'm
you.
assuming she's saying... Well, I'm assuming she's saying this.
Oh, okay. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. No, I think it's Gant saying that to her.
Well, yeah, but I think she's saying it to...
Oh, got it. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, This was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident serial killer? Joe Darke's knife?
Yep.
I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right.
And that would be why someone saw her stabbing him, even though he was already dead.
Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand? Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. The star, huh? Why did you need to hide Darke's knife so badly?
Come on, Phoenix, ain't it obvious?
It took a lot of work to finally close that Darke case 2 years ago.
Yep.
It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So you hid Darke's knife? The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence?
Nope, that's her.
Oh, sorry. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Darke case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma was so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean... Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence.
Yep.
He had already stolen the ID card. But it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room?
In an indirect way. It's not like she told him to do it.
Why does she keep turning her back? I'm afraid that's...
Easier to hide her emotions from you.
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now, please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. tomorrow's trial, there's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything.
The exact opposite of what she just asked you.
Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago? Oh, okay.
To be continued.
All right.
Well, we went a little over time, but you know.
We went a fair amount over. Okay.
Oh, did you not even realize?
Well, I knew we were over, but last time I checked, I think we were only like at about 9:15 or something. So.
Yeah, we went a little bit over.
Well, thank you guys for hanging in there with us.
Thank you.
And Roy T. Well, that was fun. And Roy T.
Got it?
Yay! All right. Well, we will see. All right. So my theory is still, okay, real quick, I got to tell my theory. My theory is still that, that not that necessarily Emma did like any killing or anything. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe. It doesn't seem like, I'm trying to remember, wasn't Edgeworth a kid when the incident happened with his father, and they still tried to make him guilty? I mean, for stabbing when he was just a kid. That doesn't make sense either.
Well, it was shooting, not stabbing, but yeah.
Yeah, a shooting. That doesn't make any sense either.
Well, he was trying to confess. He was feeling all guilty and stuff.
I know, but I just mean is you can't convict a kid, especially if it's not intentional.
Well, he wasn't a kid anymore.
You can't convict a person for a crime.
Also, this is a justice system where you have to have the case figured out within 3 days. So it's a little different from our own.
Yeah.
A little more dystopian.
All right. Anyway, so we know that that's her picture that she drew that I saw in the back. So I wonder if her fingerprints. Maybe she was looking at the award or something. Maybe her fingerprints are on something. Either got off of the picture she drew or something, and he was using that to say that he's going to accuse her little sister. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Because again, it wouldn't make sense that, I don't know, maybe he was coming at her with a knife. Maybe she did stab him. I don't know. But
yeah, she seems to have blacked out, so she's not a lot of help on any of that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we shall see. So how many more episodes do you think we'll have of this? Just next time that we'll wrap it up?
Maybe?
Yeah.
We'll have to see. It's feasible. It might be a long episode if we tried to finish it all in that one.
But
we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know how quick. I don't know how quickly or whatever it'll go.
All right. Well, anyway, everybody, happy 2025. Glad you're here with us.
Happy 2025.
Yeah, so we shall see you next week. Have a wonderful week. And until Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
I scrolled past. All right, really bye this time.